Tidbits. Tidbits. Hello and welcome back to Our Bloc's Tidbits, the show where we give you the info that others just don't want to fucking give you. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 2. I hope you've watched the first one and enjoyed it. If you haven't, please go watch it, appreciate it, and come back to this one. Without further ado, let's just jump straight in, eh? So, this afternoon, I mean whatever time it is for you, I would like to share with you one method that I use and have been using to improve my life, to improve the fulfillment I get from my life, to make myself feel more productive, to make myself more aligned to what I want to be doing. And it's such a cool technique to get you from procrastinating. You know, I've been procrastinating things for months. I'm sure a lot of us throughout lockdown have felt that time has slipped away from us. But there's something amazing about you, there's something amazing about humans, something amazing about you in particular, that you have willpower. So you can get in there and change the habits you have, change the little things you do to make your life feel better. And we can get into, I'm all for getting into arguments of societal determinants, societal influences on how individuals act. That is an important concept, but there is also an equally important concept, and that is coming to learn about yourself. So I want to share with you a method that I've used to learn a bit more about myself. I like to call it the 2 to 2 hour method. So, what I mean by the 2 to 2 hour method is that it takes you from spending 2 minutes of productive work to the goals that you've identified for yourself, to the tasks, to the objectives, to the fulfillment, to the love, to the joy, to the wonder, to the passion that you feel. It takes you from 2 minutes of work and play to get towards that goal up to 2 hours, even more. And it's an amazing technique. So I want you to write down, first of all, I don't care if it's on your phone. I know you're probably watching this on your phone or on a laptop, doesn't matter. I just want you to get onto something, a device, a pen and a paper, and just think about and write down the last time that you felt the most satisfied, the most productive, the most happy, the most joyous, the most fulfilled. Just write down or think about that last time. And I want you to think about what got you into that state, because it's all about the state that we're in. If we're in a peaceful, relaxed, happy state, we're gonna flow a lot better. So, what got you into that state? And there's a trick to this. There's 2 things that help you get into it. There are inspirers and there are rewards. So the inspirers are the tiny little actions that you take throughout the day to make it easier for the goal to be enacted. So that can be taking a hot shower, that can be washing the clothes that you need so that you have your running singlet and you can go for a run in the morning. That doing the little things that make you feel at peace as well. Do you like drinking a cup of tea? Do you like getting up and stretching? What are the little things? For me personally, when I'm feeling a bit deflated, I do star jumps. I just do 20 to 30 seconds of star jumps. Jumping is a great way to get the oxygen flowing and your mind recentered, because when we're in this digital world, right, we're so, at least for a lot of us, we give a lot of air to issues and things that crop up in the day that aren't actually going to kill us or aren't actually going to hurt us. You know, worried about deadlines, worried about goals, you can worry about goals. Goals can be so worrisome. So there's so much packed into that, but getting yourself into a state where you feel ready, that is the goal. So when you were last productive, when you were the most productive, where you felt the most fulfilled, when you felt the most satisfied in yourself, what were the little things that you did to get you to that state? And it's a studied process. Athletes, top of the line in any field, can be scientific study, can be writing, can be music, can be creativity, can be physical activity, can be spiritually. They all do things to induce a state, a certain state, to get the result that they feel that they want. In spirituality, it's usually a lot of meditation, and meditation can be applied to your regular life, but it's meditation, it's lighting incense, it's lighting candles, it's clearing the space, it's creating and mixing together some tea and doing it mindfully and loving every part of it. If you want to be a sports star, well, look at what sports stars do. They eat a certain amount of food, or they fast for 6 hours beforehand, and they sit there for an hour telling themselves that they're gonna have an amazing race, or they're gonna have an amazing outing, or their team is gonna win. There are little things that those that are achieving what they feel is their passion and their fulfillment in life, there are little things that they all do across whatever field it is to get them into that state. So just first of all, think about your state, because your state tells you, it informs you of what you are capable of. And if you are in a sluggish state or you feel you can't get much done, like I was earlier today, you know, I'm been diagnosed with depression and anxiety, so I get it, right? I understand, but even with these afflictions, even with these chemical imbalances, there are little things. There's always something little that you can do for yourself that's going to improve your state dramatically. We talked about inspirers to get your state ready, but there's also another thing. There are rewards. A lot of human behavior, not all of it, but a lot of it is an incentive based. A lot of it is intrinsic, your own motivation, and a lot of it is extrinsic, outside of you. But what happens is if you set up to say that you're gonna spend 30 minutes going towards this goal, you're gonna read about it, or whatever it is, and you say, at the end of the 30 minutes, I'm gonna give myself a little reward. The reward could be scrolling social media, or if that's what your reward system is, or watching a YouTube video, or watching a movie. Like, it doesn't have to be long, and preferably it should be short in duration and not damage your health long term. But even if you have something that damages your health long term, no, I'm not going to encourage that. Just look for little rewards to give yourself throughout the day, because it has been proven to increase fulfillment, to increase happiness, and to increase productivity towards your own defined goals, your own defined feelings of where you want to be and who you want to be and who you actually are. You know, you're not the downloaded version of yourself that others have around you, your family members, friends, whatever, co-workers. You are just you. You are amazing. You have willpower, you have agency, you can affect positively and be affected. And what I'm trying to give to you is a method. So we've talked about extrinsic and intrinsic. There's one more thing here. by giving yourself rewards, extrinsic rewards, it has been proven that over time, the extrinsic rewards actually get smaller and less frequent because you are gaining more of the reward in your brain and your heart from the intrinsic motivation that you have, the intrinsic feeling you get from fulfilling the goals that you feel and set for yourself. And that's amazing. That it means you forego the need to have much of an external motivator. And that's amazing. It makes you a powerhouse of love, a powerhouse of creativity, a powerhouse of self-development, a powerhouse of enriching others, of being a good vibration and friend to others. Like it changes everything. And so let's just quickly explain the method, because I've been talking for so long about other stuff. And this has really worked for me, and this has been working for me. And so it might not work for you, but firstly, come to understand how you view time. How do you feel and perceive time? I feel, and this is important, and I'll outline in a second, but how do you feel time? Do you feel it in days? Do you feel it in weeks? Do you feel it minute to minute? How does your mind see time in the past and the future? Just think about it for a second. How do you see time? Do you see it in chunks? Do you see it in sections, of the day, like the morning, and then lunchtime, and then afternoon, and then evening? Do you see it on a minute to minute basis? And this will really help you understanding this. I see time, and I feel time, and I perceive time in kind of hourly brackets, or 2 to 3 hourly brackets. So if I want to set a goal for myself and not produce much anxiety, I will say, today I feel like I want to complete this chapter of a book, or I want to complete this essay, or I want to start on this essay. And I'll say, okay, I'll do the introduction of the essay between 1 and 3 p.m. this afternoon. And then the next day, I'll do it between 2 and 4 p.m. The body paragraphs. Chunking it out the way that you perceive time is a great tool. So now that you understand how you perceive time, let's get to the 2 to 2 hour method of doing productive work and play that gets you closer towards your personal goals. So, tomorrow, set aside 30 seconds to a minute. I just want you to set aside 30 seconds to a minute, and you can choose the minute if you like, but to do something that will get you ready to go towards your goals. So, if that's cleaning your desk space so that you can access your computer and do something on your computer that brings you closer towards your goals, then I just want that to be the thing that you do for 30 seconds to a minute, to say, hey, I'm going to clean this, I'm going to move this, I'm going to, if it's with another person. So there's 2 components to this. I want you to get the resources, and I recommend you get the resources, and I suggest you get the people that you need to complete the goal ready. Just ready to go, with no expectation of how long, with no expectation that you're actually going to do any work or actually going to move towards the goal. Just that you're getting it ready, right? Half of the battle is getting the pieces in order so that you can start working, right? Because what happens is our brain and our hearts are anxious because of choice anxiety. You might be thinking about 50 other chores that you have to do. You're like, oh, I have to do all these chores before I work on that thing that moves me towards my goal. So it's just setting aside some time in the day, or 1 minute where you get something ready for it. And what you also do here is set aside a time 2 days from now, however you feel you perceive time. Say you see it in 1 hour blocks, so you want it between 5 to 6 or in the evening. I'm going to spend 2 minutes. It doesn't matter where it is, I'm going to spend 2 minutes on getting myself closer towards my goal. Get the resources and the people ready that you need. If it's just you, great. If you need others, if you use others, great. Get everything ready and go for it. And see if you don't smash that 2 minutes into 10 minutes, right? And do this, I'm recommending, this is what I do, but do this over the course of 2 weeks and see if you can't get yourself from 2 minutes at the beginning to 2 hours of work. After you've done it the second time, I recommend setting yourself another time to do it in 2 days' time, so that you start building a habit of it, right? You start knowing that your body and your mind starts knowing that, oh, this is just about that time where we do the thing that brings us closer towards our passion. So that's what you're trying to instill in your body and in your mind, that wow, this is the time to get ready to do it. And it's amazing once it starts happening. So set yourself a time, set yourself 2 days and make the goal double. Say your first goal was 2 minutes, make your second goal 4 minutes. 2 days time again, do the same thing, double the goal, 8 minutes, and see after 2 to 4 weeks if you can't get yourself from doing 2 minutes to 2 hours or more of effort and achievement towards the things that make you feel fulfilled and enjoyed. And if you come to find that when spending and when paying more attention and time and energy, and your energy is valuable, right? So you want to make sure that you get this. If you come to find that the goals that you set for yourself while you are carrying them out, if they don't bring you joy while it is happening, if they don't bring you peace, or if they don't bring you inspiration, or if they don't bring you fulfillment when and after it's happening, after that 2 weeks, look at them. Look at your goals and evaluate, right? Because your energy is very important. It is limitless. It is limitless, right? Your energy is limitless, but it has some mortal constraints, right? So reevaluating is utmost importance, because you don't want to end up spending years doing something that you don't like because you didn't pay attention. Trust me, I've done it before. A lot of us have done it before, where we go through the drudgery and we think, oh, as soon as I'll get the degree and then I'll be feeling so much more happier about it, but not enjoying the process. You want to be enjoying life as it is happening, and so you pick passions and passion projects and reading and goals for yourself that as it is happening you are enjoying it, not just once you reach the final destination, right? And that's why at the end of this 2 weeks period, reevaluating it is so important. You might find that, hey, 70% or 90% of the efforts that I put towards different kinds of goals, I'm actually enjoying them as they happen. And after they happen, I feel great. I feel amazing. I feel fired up. I feel ready. I feel like I am in my element, like you are in your element. Please find these things. And I hope that this video has helped. Thank you so much for watching episode 2 of Tidbits. Episode 3 coming very soon. Trying to do it on a week-to-week basis. Welcome to the Our Bloc community. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that I'm of service to you. I just wanted a quick little disclaimer. So if you're wondering why I move around so much, it is most likely because of some undiagnosed form of autism or being on the spectrum, right? Everybody is on the neuro spectrum, neurodivergent, neurotypical spectrum. And so I believe I'm somewhere on that. So if you're wondering, wow, fuck, this bloke moves around like he's on some eckies, yes, I do move around like I'm on eckies sometimes, and it's because I get very impassioned and very happy sharing things that help me in my creative career. So I hope this video helps, I hope the disclaimers help, and I will see you next time, eh? Thank you.
Bits, that was tidbits. That was tidbits.